African elephants are the largest living land mammals. At birth, an elephant calf weighs 265 pounds, while an adult one weighs averagely 15,400 pounds. The largest elephant ever recorded was shot in Angola in 1972 and weighed 26,400 pounds. There are two forms of African elephants with different distributions and marked physical differences: savanna elephants and forest elephants. The savanna elephants, also known as bush elephants, are found in eastern and southern parts of Africa. They have large and randy bodies with massive tusks which curve outwards. They also have very large triangular ears. The forest elephants occupy much of western and central Africa. They have distinctively smaller and compact bodies with smaller rounded ears. They also have narrow, long and downward pointing tusks. By the year 1979, there were 1.3 million African elephants. In 2005, there were about 600,000 African elephants left. The decline is mainly due to poaching and habitat reduction. It is estimated that every year, 30,000 to 38,000 elephants are poached for their ivory. The ivory is often carved into ornaments and jewelry sold in China and Thailand, being the biggest consumer markets for such products. The ban on international trade of ivory was introduced in the year 1989 by CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, after years of unprecedented poaching. However, there has been an upsurge in poaching and illegal ivory trafficking in recent years, driven by increasing demand in Asia, which has led to steep declines in African elephants. In fact, if this trend continues, African elephant is doomed for extinction in 15 or 20 years to come. This ivory trade is not only depleting the African populations, but also depleting the chances of these local populations and respective governments at large to earn an income generated from ecotourism. Another contributing factor to the decline is human habitat and an increasing demand for land use. As human population expands, more land is being converted to agriculture. So elephant habitat is shrinking and becoming more fragmented, hence coming into contact and conflict with each other. Therefore, elephants sometimes raid farmers and damage their crops, affecting their livelihoods, where sometimes they get killed in retaliation missions. Various African governments, especially those from affected areas such as Kenya, Tanzania and Zimbabwe, have been leading the fight against poaching. President Uhuru Kenyatta has been in the forefront in the fight against the vice.
As part of Kenya's continued policy to put ivory beyond economic use and consistent with international norms regarding disposal of seized contraband, today I will burn 15 tons of ivory at this Nairobi National Park.
Nevertheless, this effort has been greatly undermined by insufficient anti-poaching capacity, weak law enforcement, and corruption rooted within the illicit trade cartels and local government officials. For this reason, it is important to educate the local communities about the importance of elephants and how they can turn the tables on poachers through ecotourism and coexisting farming activities. It should also be noted that elephants are very vital to the web of life in Africa. They help balance all other species in their ecosystem, opening up forest land to create fire breaks and grasslands, digging to create water access for other animals, and leaving nutrients in their wake. Thanks to like-minded organizations such as Save the Elephants, Wildlife Conservation Society, and leading African celebrities such as Lupita Nyong'o and Ali Kiba, who have joined hands in fighting against elephant poaching.
The expedition was led by Katito Sayalel of Amboseli Trust for Elephants, who has been studying their population in Amboseli for over 20 years. I learned so many things I never knew about this incredible animal. It was truly a transformative time. I am proud of my Kenyan heritage. And part of that heritage is the incredible wildlife haven that is in our care. On this trip, my newfound knowledge has led me to understand the elephant's intrinsic value to us all, both here in Kenya and around the world. I realized that when you know more, it compels you to do more. For example, elephants travel in family units, led by the eldest female. In Amboseli, the families are named in alphabetical order for easier identification. Please join me in putting your love for this beautiful, gentle animal into sustainable action. Let's all begin today and come together to learn more, know more, and do more to save the elephants.
In conclusion, we all have a role to play when it comes to elephants and other wildlife conservation. Let's save African elephants.
He lost his mother and family to poachers. Make sure elephants get to live normal life in their family in the wild. Please report poaching and ivory smuggling, because poaching steals from us all.